Preventing a Sixth Mass Extinction by J. Andy Huron. Extinction. The definition of extinction is a large number of species within a relatively short period of geological time, thought to be due to factors such as catastrophic global events or widespread environmental changes that occur too rapidly for more species to adapt. Human roles is that humans modify the environment to exploit the necessary resources to maintain our way of life. What do humans need? Well, first off, they need water. It is essential to maintain a fresh water supply. However, due to other activities by humans, a fresh water supply is not always possible. There are many ways that we pollute water. Example is fertilizer, pesticides, sediment, industrial and chemical waste, mining, plastic production, household chemicals, sewage. The pollutants then enter the local aquatic ecosystem and disturb the natural environment. You can see the example of the trash, pollutants, and you see the biomagnification as we go up and into that local ecosystem. Well, humans also need oxygen. Humans, like other organisms, need oxygen to drive the metabolic process of cellular respiration. One of the byproducts of cellular respiration is carbon dioxide. Within our natural environment, there's a balance between CO2 and oxygen. Carbon dioxide. The properties of carbon dioxide. Well, the chemical formula is CO2. Its lifetime in the atmosphere is anywhere from 50 to 200 years. Humans have altered the natural balance of carbon and oxygen within our atmosphere by adding more carbon than can be removed from the atmosphere by forests and other natural sinks. Carbon dioxide is the primary greenhouse gas emitted through human activities. In 2008, the EPA stated that CO2 accounted for 84% of all greenhouse gases created by human activity. Electricity we need. This helps maintain temperatures within our dwellings, aids in human food preservation and economic stability. It provides the energy sources for us to maintain our living style. We burn fossil fuel to heat our homes, to fuel our vehicles for transportation. It provides the economic stability and is used to create the electricity used to maintain our waste management. The EPA estimates that the U.S. produces about 220 million tons of garbage a year, which is equivalent to burying more than 82,000 football fields 6 feet deep in compacted garbage. So, how does our need for these resources impact other species? Well, let's discuss that. As it is discussed in the beginning, Earth is facing the sixth mass extinction. There have been 5 others, and many scientists believe that another one is inevitable. However, human activities keep accelerating this next one. 2 factors lead to mass extinction: climate change and habitat loss. Climatic change. Earth is warming, and the average temperature has risen from 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit over the last century and is projected to increase by 2 to 11.5 degrees Fahrenheit over the next 100 years. Evidence of climatic change. Well, we've had increased rainfall, increased floods, severe droughts, and severe heat waves. Oceans are warming and becoming more acidic. The ice caps are melting, and our sea levels are rising. The effects of climatic change. Well, climatic change is affecting biodiversity of species and is leading to many species not being able to adapt to their changing ecosystem. These changes will result in species no longer being able to reproduce and will lead to an extinction. What is habitat loss? Well, habitat loss is the destruction, fragmentation, or degradation of a habitat by human activities, such as agriculture, oil and gas exploration, commercial development, and the diversion of water. Well, destruction of a habitat is the filling of wetlands, the removal of trees, and other forms of alterations that destroy that local ecosystem. So what is fragmentation? Well, fragmentation is when habitats are cut into sections due to road construction, building of homes, and other developments needed for human survival. What is degradation? Well, degradation is the pollution or introduction of invasive species that lead to the disruption of the local ecosystem. An example is the introduction of exotic snakes into the Florida wetlands. What are invasive species? Well, they're large or small invaders that devastate the local flora and fauna within an ecosystem. According to the National Wildlife Federation, about 42% of all threatened or endangered species are at risk due to an invasive species. Well, why are they so bad? Well, they prey on native species, outcompete native species, cause or carry disease, change food webs, decrease biodiversity, and alter ecosystems. Overexploitation, what is it? Well, it's the overuse of wild animals and plants by species for food, clothing, pets, sports, and medicine. Okay, let's tie this all together. We have the sixth mass extinction. We have two factors that are driving this mass extinction: climatic change and habitat loss. Under habitat loss, we have the overexploitation of use of plants and animals. We have habitat disturbances due to urbanization and the introduction of alien species. We also have illegal removal of species by collectors. And then we have climatic change. Climatic change is being driven by pollution, an increase of greenhouse gas production, which is caused by the burning of fossil fuels for transportation, waste incineration, industry. We have the other greenhouse gases produced by agriculture. We have the deforestation of locations for agriculture, which is driven both causing habitat loss and climatic change. All of these are the factors that are affecting and accelerating the sixth mass extinction.